this time was interesting because like this happens like I feel like every like 2 to 3 weeks it just like freezes up and shuts down. But this time it didn't fully shut off. Like the computer never shut off.
Yeah, because you were stuck in here, so I figured that's what happened.
Yeah.
You have to hold and press the button.
No, but the last few times it'll freeze and then it'll shut off on its own.
That's weird. That sounds like it's actually overheating or something.
No! Like, you know, I'd play like VR games or stuff like that, get really hot, but it never did that. It's my theory, it has to do with my displays. It's either connected improperly or but I don't know why it happens so predictably. Like I was thinking, I was like, it's been a while, I wonder when it's gonna freaking kick off again.
You summoned it.
Yeah.
I still can't go back. Why?
But I don't know. All I'm worried about is like it being like bad for the computer. Oops, that's not the right color.
Have you restarted the stream yet?
Yeah, I started it.
Okay.
Is it not showing up?
Oh, now it is. Now. Yeah, now it is. Oh man.
Put the music on. I cry. Stupid.
I want to write a story just so I can tag it. Idiots to lovers.
Yeah.
What?
Because on Archive Online, there's the popular tags are enemies to friends, friends to lovers, and enemies to lovers. But I want to tag one idiots to lovers. Okay. Yeah, the stream's working for me now.
Yeah.
What? I'm so mad just being Ryan. He's like so tiny, like.
What?
In comments, the first
Oh.
comic I once found, and it's so wholesome. It's like monster love. Don't go near the scary monster that lives alone in the woods. And then he meets the monster. Of course he went, and they're just turning like to the camera, like what's dating now? There's hearts around it, and the monster's blushing. It's so cute.
Tropes are the best thing.
Yeah, I love that.
Done well. Like even if it's a trope, if you do it well, it's still fun.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
like
it's
you
so
know it's
fun.
gonna happen. You freaking know when the story
Yeah.
starts out. Like there was a horrible monster that lived in the woods. You know that and the main character, they're gonna get together. It's gonna happen. Whatever.
They're gonna get married.
I would date a monster.
I am the monster.
Oh, I would date you then.
Oh, okay, that works out. I need to make an anime. I need to just like write. I actually
need
did.
to make an
Alright.
anime.
No, listen. One day, I forget what it was, but like Ryan had a half day and we were gonna go do something after work. So he dropped me off at the library where he works, near where he works. And I just sat there, and for that half day, I wrote up a script for an anime episode about, it's about a person who they like work for audio technical stuff backstage. And there's this popular furry mascot, but the person who's supposed to be in the costume that day gets sick, and he's the only one who'll fit. So, gosh, do I have that somewhere?
Amazing.
It was something about like a magical fursuit.
Oh
That
my
was the premise
god.
of the story, okay?
A magical
Why not? Why
fursuit.
not?
That sounds hilarious.
I know, right? I'm like, God.
Forget Magic School Bus.
Never watched that. But I think it wasn't the same. I'm not sure if it actually came out here.
I don't know.
And I remember. I was gonna call it furiketa. Like, it doesn't make any sense. It's just a word that sounds like it could be Japanese.
Oh my god.
Furiketa. Like,
Furry ketchup.
furry. I don't know what I did with this. I know I wrote it out, but I don't think I typed it up.
Sounds interesting though, honestly. It sounds like the trope. It's sort of a trope, like when it's like, oh no, we don't. The model isn't punctual, and then there's like the intern. I was like, you
yes,
there,
exactly.
there.
That's the trope. Uh-huh.
Oh my god, who is that? And like, oh my god, it's our classmate. Kind of. Oh my god.
That's exactly what it was. And it's like this magic fursuit that gets passed down or whatever or something. I don't remember.
From generation to generation.
I don't remember. Like, it. Dang. It's like it's like Spider-Man or Batman or something, but fursuit.
Yeah.
You know?
So it's like the actual hero dies, but like everyone doesn't notice because he just gets replaced.
Exactly, yeah. I'm looking around the room. I don't know where that notebook even is. If I wrote it in a notebook.
You threw it away.
I don't think I did.
Do you throw away stuff that...
Yeah, but in this case I probably would have typed it up. Although I kind of was like, I don't... Now that I wrote it, I don't need to make it. So
I feel that.
I'm here.
Wow.
Welcome to Girls' Night.
I'm so impressed.
I'm ready for girls' night.
I'm so impressed. I just need a soundboard of Marina like, wow, I'm so impressed. That's great.
It's great. Oh my god. My voice. Stop.
I can't wake up today. This sucks.
Can't wake
I guess
up.
I'll try to draw now. I'm gonna do it.
I'm having trouble too.
I'm trying.
I'm not.
I wasn't gonna draw today. I was gonna do the audio, make this video that I've been.
I think once I'm finished with this, my next streams will be working on Faye. Not Faye, like the 3D model. Because I am working on Faye right now.
The 3D model. So still Faye.
Faye. Streams are now Faye all the time. Unless I get like commissions.
Please tell this old lady what.
I have one commission that's.
It's a Twitch emote.
I didn't know what Pog meant for a while. And I used that emote.
Like here's the. Do people just write? I'm sorry. I'm not calling you out. Telling you. No, sort of. But like I'm not mean it that way. But like when people just write it and I don't know what it is. Like on Twitch you would just have the. You would have the emoji, right? But like on YouTube you don't have it. What and how does it look? Which one is it? I just Google, I'm sorry. I just Google. Pog.
Pog.
Or it's I guess an Asian dude that looks very excited yet super
Not excited.
poor guy. It's just like very well or bad time depending on how you want to see it. Screenshot, I guess. But like, and then he became an emoji.
He became an evil twin?
No.
Oh.
It's just okay. That's Pog, apparently. Or his face is Pog. Okay, Urban Dictionary. The word used to indicate
My face is
excitement
Pog.
or an epic moment comes
Yeah.
from PogChan. PogChan is an emote on Twitch.tv that's usually is supposed to symbolize hype or excitement.
Do you imagine that's your legacy? You're an emoji on Twitch. That's it.
I only dream.
That's what you get.
PogChan.
Bless.
Or POG meaning play of game. And chan meaning chan. Yeah, right, of course. Often used in video games that are competitive. That was such a good play. I'm such a PogChan. Sounds so lame.
I'm gonna bring that into like common speech. Like, oh, Marina, such a pogger.
Or just say like Pog for no reason, as an
Pog.
like an exclamation.
Oh
But
my
I
God.
have to say, you know,
Pog.
when we were kids, Pogs were just these cardboard things that you
Yeah, pogs. Yeah.
Pog.
Wait,
So you
so-
say that, I'm just picturing the metal discs.
Crown, you joke about just saying pog randomly, but apparently in my Arabic session, the way you say that someone is doing something really cool is you just shout the word monster.
What?
That's it. You just shout monster.
Or, like, I
Monster?
could see monster. That sounds like it could be slang. That's pretty monster,
Oh
yo.
my god, that's, I mean, at this point,
That's so
everyone
monster.
can just make
You're a
something up. It's just
monster.
like, damn, dude, that's so cheese. I don't know.
You-
Or like,
Cheese.
Pizza. I don't
That's
know,
so
like,
cheese.
That's so cheese.
We can
feel
make
like-
up our own slang and people have to not
Yeah.
know
I
what
think
we're
that would
talking
be a
about.
hilarious animation. Just like all these
Yeah,
different
just
random
a new
slangs. And then
Yeah,
and then
that's pizza.
unironically they
That's
become
pizza.
slangs.
The title of the video is just new slang.
New
And it's-
slang.
And it's just these random invented things. Oh yeah, what were the insults we had?
Capricorn.
Pig,
Tig.
tig, tig, tig.
Neggle.
Oh gosh, it's awful. Tig, don't be such a tig.
Here's the thing, if you made a information about it and it's like really weird looking and just make it bad on purpose and use those words, I tell you, we'll get popular.
John, just John as an insult. Just
John as an insult.
Yeah, so like it's like Karen then. It becomes like that. But like what would John be? John would, like, if I think of John as
It's like a boring plain
guy,
person.
John
It's just
Jacob
John,
Jingleheimer
But
Smith.
if you, for example, if you have
His
James,
name is my name too.
I see
James,
Leroy
James
Jenkins.
is my middle name, so
but
you're
James
training
would
up.
be like a butler. So it's like if you say James to someone, it would be someone that like is like overly dressed. Like,
Stop being such a James.
yes, stop being such a James. We're casual here, dude. Just don't be a James. It's like
See-
like then a conservative, too chic dressed guy. It's just like, dude, we're having a games night here. So why are you like a James? Why did you have to be a James tonight? It's just like overly fancy, drinking wine.
So here's the thing, like we were talking, the monster thing I mentioned earlier. You were all like, oh yeah, you just say, oh yeah, you're such a monster. I wish it was like, oh you're a monster or something like that. No.
You just say monster.
You
just say
monster. Just say
monster.
Monster.
It's like saying rad or tubular or
Yeah.
it's dope. Dope. Sick.
It sounds so old.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what people say these days. What do we say now when something's cool?
Poggers.
This is the first time I've heard anyone say pog. That's because I'm not a Twitch person.
Yeah.
I get it from Cat. The
Yeah, I
the-
guess
the
I'm just
Hollywood
old. Like, my slang is still sweet, cool, awesome.
Is that even?
I mean, but
Slang?
off for something can always say or amazing, right? But like it's not.
I don't think there's anything new since that. Like,
Well, there's-
Let's
there's-
make.
No, because if I talk to teenagers, like
Yeah,
in
they're-
person, there are definite new words
Yeah,
that
Let's
are
make
not my
groovy.
words. Yeah.
Let's make groovy a thing again.
No, my gosh, that's like my mom.
I guess my sisters are too close in age
Oh
because
man, that's so groovy.
I'll be right back. My package apparently just came. I love that Amazon like lets you know when your shit's there. It's just like, oh yeah, it's there.
that's how tracking works.
I know.
Marina, my gosh.
What?
I'm sorry. I think that most places do that, don't they?
Well, yeah, but it's fun to know. It's just like, oh, it's there.
Ah.
Wow, tracking. My god.
What an invention!
I can't believe that I can know when
Need to
something
make a
is here.
compilation of just like me being a freaking
Deadpan.
straight
Like,
man.
wow.
Wow, tracking. This is the invention of our time right there.
Guess what? They can even send you a text now when it arrives. Oh, my
Oh
God.
wow!
Did you know you can order a pizza and have it delivered to your door by someone who isn't officially a pizza person? They just deliver food.
Maybe.
You know, there's people that you could call to come pick you up from your house, and it's not a taxi.
Maybe you could call flat earthers pizza. You just say pizza.
Pizza.
And you mean flat earthers.
Flat
And it's
earthers.
such a, like when someone is really dumb or believes in conspiracy theories, you can just say, "Oh wow, it's such a pizza."
You can say anything you want.
Such a dingleberry.
You.
Dingle dongle.
Doofus. Dink.
Dink
Oh,
dink
what a
donk.
dick.
Dink donk. What?
Is German insult? What a
Germ?
I just thought I understood German. Is German an insult? And I was like, yeah. Absolutely.
No,
You stupid German.
I just meant not Germany. I'm not racist yet.
What if Germ is like the cool slang word for German? Like just Germ. Yo, German.
Yep.
America.
America.
I feel like people probably have done that. Like, hey, yo, there's germ over there. Then just everyone goes
I was like,
hey,
ew.
germ.
Germ.
Get your sanitizers. The Germans are here. Oh god.
Oh, that's the poggers. Okay.
It's just like,
Alternatively,
see.
you could call a German person a douche because of Deutschland.
Deutsch.
oh,
Deutschland.
that is very far
Deutsch.
off.
Yes.
Because then you have like Dutch is the closest, and Dutch is like Holland, Netherlands. That's
True.
I think I might just lay on the floor instead of draw.
I feel
Lay
good
on
about
the floor.
Like I'm trying to draw, and what is this? It's not even.
Or maybe just doodle. Maybe just.
Yeah, I didn't do any warm-ups. That's the problem. They actually do help.
I do like I do sometimes, just to go color first. Fun. But I do think like even nationalities can be somewhat of an insult.
Yeah, like American. God.
Like American. Nobody wants to be one of those,
I
man.
do want to say it. Thank you.
Wow.
Listen, everybody knows how it is. We all know how it is.
As we said last
Get
time,
it.
everyone
Honestly,
likes to
like,
make
it's-
fun of Americans, even Americans.
No, Americans make more fun of Canadians, I think, because I've always wondered what the thing was in Sears.
And they're jealous.
Yeah,
That's why.
I thought like they're so jealous of Canada that they have to make fun of them in every sitcom. And it's like, and then it's like I found out like the way they make fun of them is just like okay, they make
Saying how nice and polite they are.
Yeah.
I know, it's hilarious
I love
actually.
Canadians because they're polite. I'm like, what did I miss? what did I miss here?
Is it true that Canadians are friendlier? Because I've never.
Yes.
I don't think so.
Yes.
No, it's actually true.
They might actually say more sorry, but that doesn't mean they're actually nicer, right?
No, it's true. But this is specifically for this side of Canada. I haven't been to like, I haven't been in Toronto and stuff
You
where it's
haven't
more
been to
city life.
that-
It's
you
like
haven't been to
that.
that
It's
side of Canada.
yeah. Well, honestly, I don't think it's the difference necessarily between nationalities, but more the difference between country versus city behavior.
I mean, there's so many. Yeah, I mean, even in Germany, which is not like the biggest country ever, there's a difference between regions. I think.
Yeah, it's like life is slower here. People are not that high strung, you know.
How big is Germany?
I don't know. Like in the Pfalz, Rheinland-Pfalz in Germany, people are very like hard. How do you say hardy? Like lovely. Like they're just super. They're just so nice. I don't understand. And then you come to Berlin, and it's like, oh my god, do I hate Berlin people?
Yeah, but
all
like
the people
Berlin
that
is a
are
big city. You know what I mean? Like that's just things
Yeah,
are
but
different.
It's very different, honestly. It's so different, even from other bigger cities in Germany. You come to Berlin, and they call it Berliner Schnauze, which is like, I don't know how to say it.
Schnauze is like a no, like stuck up.
Oh,
I'm
who's
stuck up.
calling me? Stop it! Don't call me. No. How do I? I don't.
I've heard that about Berlin from other people too.
The thing is, yeah, Schnauze is actually the translation for snoot.
That's what I mean. Stuck up is the translation you're looking
Yeah,
for. Yeah.
and the people that are not mean in Berlin are not from Berlin. They moved there. But the people from Berlin are really like, and not always, but like, I just noticed it. It's just like, whenever I come home from Berlin, I'm like, oh my god, thank god. I'm home again. Even though my parents are really nice, and I even have super nice friends in Berlin. But it's just like, how do you explain it? For example, I was at the bakery ordering some bread, and like, there's even different words for tiny bread in for buns
tiny
in
bread.
Germany.
Tiny bread.
Depending on which region you are, we just call it Brötchen, which actually is like a cute version of the word Brot, which means bread. So you say Brötchen. In Berlin, I say Schrippe. I don't know where it's somewhere they say Weg, and in Munich, like in Bavaria, they say. I just forgot what they say. Anyway, it's a different word, and I had a person at a bakery correct me.
Oh!
Like, had correct me until I said the right word. She wouldn't give me these things like.
Oh my god,
like,
seriously?
That's, my gosh, that's like in the same language too. What the heck?
Here. I'm like, okay, you know what? Fuck.
Oh!
And I didn't say fuck you, but I was like, I just walked away. It's like, okay, you know what? No, I'll just. I was so mad. I was like, this was unnecessary. And then another bakery. I mean, in Corona times now, I get it that it's better in a way, but like when you have like cash, often there's a little plate, so you put the cash on there and you take it on other way around. But often here in Germany, where I live, people just give it into your hand. And I noticed in Berlin, people just go like, bam, on the table, like they don't even look at you. They just give you your change, like. And I'm like, and like here, it's so like I noticed it because here it's so different. People just give you your cash into your hand, and there it's just like, no, I never touch you. I mean, it is in a way better. It's better hygiene in a way. But like I was so confused at this in the beginning. Was like, don't even look at you. I was like, wow, oh my god.
No, but that's the same anywhere. Like, Canadians who aren't French Canadian complain about Quebec and how rude they are over there all the time.
Quebec, yeah.
But like I haven't traveled that much up here yet. That's the thing is about this country is it's so long that it's hard.
Long.
You know, if you're gonna want to travel somewhere, it's a really long trip, expensive trip, as opposed to the U.S. You can go up or down. You know.
Yeah, but like also like USA is also it even though it's technically the same country, it also kind of isn't because people still are different when you go to.
Oh well, yeah, but it also is a big country, so.
Yeah, it's huge. Of course.
Spread out. It's really spread out. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like hearing the story about the people who wouldn't give you bread because you wouldn't call it in the regional name. That's like me going to say, "Can I have a baguette?" And then the person says, "This is called a loaf."
Yeah,
you can have the loaf.
Honestly, something like that. But like it was just like this case. I don't think everyone is like that. But like, especially the stuff with the change, I would notice everywhere. I was like, okay, fine. And it's just like whenever I came from Berlin home, I was in such a bad mood. Because in total, people were so rude, even in the subway.
But the thing is, to them, they don't. It's not rude to them. Like I don't know how to explain this. Like if you live there, it's actually rude to not do that. Like it's a waste of their time. I don't know.
Maybe.
I tried to explain this to Ryan, like, cause here they're all so polite, and it's like you can't buy something without first talking about how, like, is your day going well, blah blah blah. I'm like, I just want to buy the thing. I don't want to ask how your day is. I just want to buy the thing and get out, and you can enjoy the rest of your time in quiet. Like,
yeah,
you know?
I get that too. But like.
He likes to tell me how American I am, or like used to be. I guess I'm getting better, but it's still like to them, it's very obvious that I'm not from Canada. If that makes any sense.
Getting better from being.
Like it's well, I've always been kind of rude.
I don't even think you are at all. Like you're so okay. Like I met.
You're so okay.
But you met me after I moved here. I mean, I'm still pretty abrasive, but it's not like, and we're also not like in a store, and I'm not trying to order some food or something because I don't really say hello or anything. I do now. I didn't used to.
Like other people are.
I'll say like, "Hi, could I get da da da?" Now, I did this in the UK, and they were really mad at me, and they wouldn't even sell me like a bus pass until I said please that I wanted to buy it. Please, I'm not kidding. This still haunts me.
What are they, children?
I think I don't know what the deal was, but I just felt like, my gosh, these people do not want me here at all. They don't like Americans.
Wait, where was that?
In London.
Ah.
Yeah, but like, I mean, it is a good thing to say please and thank you. I think. Here,
I know, but I did not like. That's just not what I do. I do it now.
That people teach their kids. It's very important.
I say thank you, but I usually don't say please because to me, I dislike begging.
It depends. Like, I think it also comes with the language. Like you're.
Don't want to lower yourself to their level.
A please can be rude, but a please can be also very polite, depending. It's like a context thing, I think. I found a it's too bad I didn't save it. I found actually like a sheet where like please means bitte in German, but depending on how we say it, it's like bitte. It's like okay. It's like
bitter.
It's like and like when you say wie bitte, it's like what. What did you just say? Like bitter? It's like when you're like in a bitchy mood. It's like, oh, can you say that again to my face? Like bitter? It is just this this one word, and it has so much power. But like when you order something in a store, like you always say, "Can you please give me this?" Because you don't know.
Yeah. I'm bad about that. See, that's my thing. Is I don't say please. I say thank you after thing is done. But I say please now. I don't know.
It depends. Like for example, when you leave it out, it can feel a bit like a command if you don't say it. If you say
yes. It. Yeah. Right. Yeah. I get it.
So I think that's maybe it's almost European.
See, but in English. Yeah, in English we have stuff like, could I get a da-da-da? To me, that's like saying please, because I'm not saying, it's, the word could is like not imperative. It's instead of give me a Big Mac or something.
Yeah, it's also like,
could I have a Big Mac?
Yeah, it's not like I would like, it's more like,
yes, something, yeah, and I say that. So I say those instead of please, but,
je voudrais,
yeah. The other thing is sometimes I don't say please because I know if I say it, I'm gonna sound condescending.
Oh
like,
yeah.
I have a problem with I have a problem with that. Like, oh gosh, I feel so bad. I forgot about this. But the other night.
Oh man.
The other night. Okay, so, Ryan like made a video for his channel, and then he edited it together, and he was all excited about the special effect. No, he was all excited about the special effect that he made for it.
Did you break his screen?
And I was like, oh, okay, and he played it for me. And I'm like, Ryan, I could have done that in like 5 minutes. He spent like an hour on it. I didn't say you could have done it in 5 minutes. I was just expecting something different, and I couldn't pretend to be excited.
Oh, what?
That makes any sense.
I do understand it though.
It was really bad, and then I kept trying to like fix the fact that I was not impressed. Like, do you know where you try to dig yourself out of the hole that you know you put yourself in? I'm like, oh my gosh, I hurt his feelings really bad. But it's like, if it's like, oh, what's a good example? So, because we all draw for money. Yeah, so it's like if, you know, a hobby artist was all excited about this thing they did, and it took them an hour, and they show you, and you know you could have done it in 5 minutes, and you just are like, oh, it's so great. So the problem is you wouldn't do that to a person you don't know, but it's when it's your husband, you're just like, shit.
I could have helped you with that.
I had that experience because my partner is learning animation. And
oh no.
They're much better now, but at the beginning it was just like, okay, things move in arcs, and there's this thing called spacing. That's literally how I had to say it, because I said, "Oh, how do you do your spacing?" Like, what? I was like, "Oh no." And
I wouldn't even know that.
and then it asked, oh, do you animate like straight ahead, or do you get your keys down? Like, well, I draw my keys, and they thought in the term of just keys are just every frame. Like, no.
Now I'm getting anxious to ever ask you guys anything.
What?
Because I don't know, like, I don't mind actually if someone is harsh these days because I do want to learn. So I don't think I would be.
It's not being harsh. It's just like I was expecting something that didn't happen, and then I was not impressed, I guess.
If I can move some typography in After Effects. I mean, you know more After Effects than I do. I'm like, I did this. Even this tiny video I did with the cat, I was so proud of that. It took me so long, I know, but like I was learning in the process, so afterwards you're so proud. Because
yeah, see, that was what I did. I kind of crushed him, and that was really bad.
Yeah, you don't have to have that result, but you also were learning while you're doing it, and then you're like, it's a good feeling.
Yeah, but it's like, if I tried to do After Effects, the way I used to do After Effects, it took me so long to do stuff, and now I could just like, because I know all the shortcuts and exactly what to do. So if somebody's all excited because they made text move, I'm like, dude, you just throw a null object on there and tween it around. Why are you so excited?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, you're not in the routine yet, yeah. Like,
I know.
Yet.
But the other thing was, okay, this is the other thing with me, is that he uses Vegas to edit, and I don't really care for Vegas, so if it takes him that long to do something so simple, it's a chance for me to be like, well, you know, if I can in Premiere, I could just clip and, you know, throw an inverted color filter on there and I'm done.
Yeah.
I'm terrible.
I kind of okay. My friends used it for a long time for doing like stuff.
It's fine. I just, because I've used Final Cut Pro. I haven't used Vegas, but I see the interface. He doesn't have the new version either. He has an older version. And Premiere.
Premiere now, but
and of like those things, Premiere is the best.
For me, it was just easy to, even though I don't know much yet and can't do much yet, I just immediately could do the basics because I have all this Adobe shortcuts from other programs like Photoshop, which is like, oh, this is this. Oh, this is basically Photoshop, but as video. You know, like, especially when it comes to like sort of like photo editing, and if the video does like change the middle, like the whole mood, it's just like, oh, that's how I adjust my colors, and it's almost the same. It's like, oh, I can't do this. Why? Why can't I do this? Because it's Adobe, that's why. Even though I do want to learn some alternatives, just.
Once you know one, you can learn any other of the same type. Like if you know Premiere, you can use Vegas or Final Cut Pro. They're all set up the same.
But
yeah, it's a little different, but it's not like, gosh.
I gotta say it, like it's like using all these programs together.
Well, they work together. That's the thing. Yeah, they all work together.
But they really did well. Well, okay, let's just say okay, because they also destroyed a bunch of stuff. But yeah, it's fun. To me, it's fun. It's convenient because sometimes even if you just wanna, you can't just. In some programs you can, but you can't just like go in one program, copy and put it in the next one. Between Adobe programs, that's really neat. I really like that.
You can edit, update. I don't know. That's like the best feature about to me is it automatically updates between all three. Because when I used to animate in Flash, I could change the animation file and it would update all the way through to Premiere where the clip is actually in. But, yeah. I just started thinking, like, I didn't realize this, but I made this video about Toon Boom versus Flash years ago, and apparently, oh god, apparently the people at Toon Boom are like, not happy about it, because...
Really?
Yes, I didn't realize this, I was just so... Because I have a friend who works closely with them, and he's like, yeah, they're still kind of bitter about that.
Why?
I didn't even think about this. Like, I make these videos, and it doesn't occur to me, or at least back then, it does now, but back then it doesn't occur to me that a lot of my colleagues are actually working for those companies. Do you know what I mean? Like, people who are watching me are actually working on these shows that I talk about, or are working in the software that I talk about.
Yeah.
So it's, I need to apologize. I'm like,
did you say something bad or something, or?
No. the thing is that it's just damaging for them because the video is titled "Should you switch to Toon Boom?" Maybe not, because like my argument there, which is still true, is that if you want a cost-effective animation program, Flash is a lot more affordable. And gives you a lot more features.
Yeah, I would have already got Toon Boom. Like, it's too expensive.
Toon Boom is so more powerful, but for the top level version, you're paying the entire cost of the Adobe Suite per year.
Yeah.
It's not.
I typically use the student version of Toon Boom, and it's like
And
$6.
it's enough.
I'm not a student, so that's why I can't. It doesn't
Yep.
help me.
Oh, but you have a student version, right? I don't have. I wonder, is that, do they give you like the full program or do they give you advanced?
It's for $6 they give you like the basics, and then I think $9 they give you like
advanced.
a better version.
Yeah. So the one that is above that, their full version is like $1,500 a year.
Oh yeah, and that's also subscription again, right? So like.
Yes.
To me, it's also like, well, I already got the Adobe suite, like Adobe, the Creative Cloud.
Exactly. I can't pay for both. Anyway, that's just ridiculous.
And I at least need 3 to 5 of the programs anyway.
Exactly.
I'll learn that. So I'm sorry. I would consider getting Toon Boom probably if it was like one price, even if it was more expensive.
They do have that. They have a one-time purchase if you want that.
Like, I think then it was very expensive.
Actually, I don't think it's too bad.
Like, it's something to consider, but it's also with programs like that. When I know, like, for me, it's just like okay, not now because I'm too excited about everything, and then I never learn anything. Because I just want to try everything out, but there's not enough time, so I have.
There's a trial, so there's that.
Yeah, exactly. But like, even getting the trials, like, I really need to then have like, okay, I'm not touching anything else in that time, so I get a feel of what I can. I can't get a feel of it so fast. It's with like not just Toon Boom though. Like it's with a lot.
That's any trial.
And any trial, I really have to like, okay, now I have a few weeks to just focus on this before it's over to get an actual feel. Like it's also like I'm not an animator. I would maybe try to get into it someday a bit more. But yeah, even have other things to live, you know.
And so, well, that's the thing about like Toon Boom is you're not going to be buying the most expensive version if you're not a business person anyway, and they know that. So that's why it's so expensive. But it's just like.
Like I think more people could get actually into animation if they had more access to it.
Well, they have the basic versions that are really cheap. I think those are. I don't remember. Even if you're not a student, the basic version's cheap. The only thing is, like, rather than do that, you should just use a free program to learn, and then you could, get advanced because it gives you more tools.
I would always consider like, okay, do I need this or that benefit? Do I need this thing that this program has? Yeah.
Well, and then I don't know. So I still think that. Like for a single person who's not working for a company, I mean, or who has their own company and doesn't have, 15 employees or whatever, Adobe's still a better deal per dollar. So that's what that video is about. And the other thing is it is actually very difficult to switch between Toon Boom and Flash. They do not really operate similarly very much. So it's just a tough switch. But the other thing is that Toon Boom, there's stuff about it that I really like, and there's stuff about it that I still really hate. So, I don't know.
I just had a really dumb idea. Just get someone that does not animate at all, and have them review and compare Toon Boom versus Flash. Don't tell them anything. They don't even draw. Just like, which one's better?
Okay. No,
that's just a recipe for crying. I remember when I tried to use Flash, I tried and then I just cried and gave up for a few months and then it was so difficult. It didn't make any sense compared to any program I'd ever used before. And like, I don't know. I don't know what about it was so frustrating to me.
I never touched it anyway, but like now I at least know what a keyframe is, so oh man.
I was gonna say gonna say something. God damn it. What was I gonna say? I don't remember. Never mind.
Oh, no.
Angry now. Angry.
Lol.
Angry. Angry.
Oh. I want to try out so many things, but like, no. I
Yeah,
can't.
like, I don't even touch 3D because I just know it's like a whole nother field and I don't even want
to do.
It's so easy. It's so easy.
cool.
I don't care if it's whatever it is.
In a routine, it's not like, it's like, oh, just skateboard. It's so easy. Yeah.
Learning another program is just not. Ugh, I don't want to.
Okay. Crap. What if
No,
I
I'm not. I don't want you to teach me. Everybody, no, I don't.
What? No, I'm saying, what if I made you a crown model that could be animated?
I have some.
Oh. You have some.
He's like, rip.
Nothing with them. Alright.
Other people have made models before, and I'm like, and it's so awesome. But I'm just thinking, please don't send them to me because.
I made a cat. It's cool. Sculpting is fun because it's like clay, but not actually.
The modeling, yeah. The modeling is. I just.
Quite understand.
It's like I can't even. I'm not even that good at 2D. Why would I touch 3D?
It's a whole different field.
Exactly. I know. I know it's a whole different field. It'd probably be better inclined to my technical mindset anyway, but I just don't.
What?
I don't want it.
If you can edit tablet or something, I just chose the easy way up. Like this. So wait, let's just show you. I'm so proud of this, even though it's nothing. But like, I'm just so amazed when I learn something, and I'm like, it's just, how do I explain this? It's just like, I was always like, I can't do this ever. I have to learn all the things. I'm like, just pushes stuff in, just takes stuff out. I can't do this. I don't understand it broken though. This, what I made. Without even having watched a not even watched a tutorial or anything. I just tried out. I don't really know like how to I sort of found out how to change the texture. I will figure out how to color it. But I mean, just for going, like they open the program and just go. I think this is good for never having done it.
I would love to just. I don't know why. I always love the idea of either people that are completely new or inept at something, competing. So I always like the idea of getting a bunch of people who have never sculpted before or drawn or anything, and just say, "All right, you're gonna make a realistic human character."
Ew.
Oh God.
I couldn't do that. Them animals, yeah.
Oh, this would be fun, yeah. I think I could do it. But like the whole character, I haven't figured it out yet. This was just like you have this basic orb, like the browser thing you showed me before, I think. Yeah. Kind of like that, but it has a bit more. You have more shapes here. I haven't figured out how to attach them, but like again, I just have to watch a tutorial and I probably then get it. But I just wanted to. I'm just like no rules now. I don't want any rule. I don't want to know anything. I just want to go.
Okay.
Sometimes you need that. You can still tell me later. But
I'm sitting here. I have some pills I bought.
I'm sitting here with some pills. I'm not sure what they are. We're gonna find out.
No.
Welcome to my live stream, everybody.
But
Oh no.
the red or the blue pill?
I've never taken them before, and I don't know if I'm supposed to break them or not.
Doesn't it say?
It doesn't. At least I can't find it. I'm just like.
I've never had pills where you're supposed to break them.
Really? They exist.
Just swallow them whole.
I'm sure,
Like
but I haven't come across any.
Like a line in the middle?
Yeah.
I know that some of them, like if you like some that you're not like typically supposed to break, if you break it'll like get the medicine quicker to you. Like I don't know, like if you crunch it in your mouth.
Oh, yeah, I know what you mean.
Tylenol or something.
If I, for example, had some painkillers, I often like when it's, for example, one that is like with a entire, I don't even know how to say it. It's like, for example, the pill 800, so you know if you break it and you have half of it, you have like a 400, basically, from. So you just take less of the stuff.
Yeah.
So if I know, like, for example, in this one time in the month, when it hurts a lot, I would have stuff like that.
Yeah, twice the dose.
One pill, but over the day, and shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Talking. I like the droid so much. I think putting so much lighting on it, I would be so lazy to do it, but it looks so good.
Tank. Yeah, I spend way too much time on my stuff.
I noticed you're still doing the, you know, it was cool.
What?
But
I'm doing I'm coloring the lines now.
yeah, I mean, the more polish you put into it, coloring the lines makes a big difference. That's what I've been doing lately.
Color lines though, how do you do it? I just would know like how to do it in Photoshop probably with the, how do you call it, clip layer?
Clip.
I forgot how.
Yeah.
Yeah, the mask layer.
Clipping mask.
Clipping mask. So nice.
I like to color the inside lines and then leave the outside lines black.
Yeah, I like that.
I was talking with a friend of mine, and I realized there's a huge difference in certain artists. Do you prefer spending a ton of time on one piece, or do you bang them out really quick? Because I'm one kind of person that like takes their time for a while.
It depends on what I'm doing. Like, if I'm working on something for fun, which I hardly ever do, but I've been doing a lot lately because of all the fan art. If there's certain drawings that I want to look really good, and sometimes I'll start a sketch being like, I'm just gonna sketch it out, but then I like it, and then I finish it, and it'll take a couple hours. But most of the time, I do a lot of doodles, quick doodles.
A doodle.
Because I want to share things, and if I have so many ideas that, like, if the other day I was wondering what would happen if I spent 40 hours on one piece. Because I've seen people who do that, and like they make this incredible stuff. I've never tried it, so I don't know if it like.
How many hours have I spent on this one? I guess if it's like 5 hours a stream, I've done 4 stream, 20 hours. Jeez. No,
that can't be right.
No.
I'd say maybe 5 or 6 hours.
Yeah, my first few streams working on this were like an hour a piece, and then I did
I'd
3
say 5 or
hours
6 hours
last week, I think.
I don't even tell how long I would take for that.
But also because you did a background, so.
Yeah, that also does something. I hardly do backgrounds.
Also, if you have already like an idea what it will become, it's a different thing. I don't often sketch stuff out. It depends if I have sort of an idea.
Sketching
but
stuff out is very
with
important.
backgrounds, if I don't really know what to do.
Oh yeah, backgrounds is me throwing paint on the canvas, and I'm like, well, I guess it's done now.
I should have sketched the background for this one.
See, I can't do digital backgrounds, but if you give me a pencil, oh god, I could draw backgrounds forever. Like, I love drawing them physically, but I can't do it digitally.
That's weird.
It's just because I don't know how to. I think it's the same issue I had with drawing on the computer for a while. It's like I hated drawing on a tablet.
Oh, okay, yeah.
The problem is, because I do 3D mostly, I just don't do it enough to get used to it, you know?
Yeah, I don't know. I remember in the beginning, I wasn't used to.
Where the heck is this layer? What the heck?
And I think I even learned on a commission.
I learn on commissions all the time. It's just, like, I'm always learning. Like, people want me to draw armor, and I can, but it's not something I do very often. So, it's like, yeah, I can do it, and then I have to figure it out.
Yeah.
I'm so confused. I'm like trying to find this one. There it is. What the heck?
No, I'm just like, bitching with the stuff I already have instead of
I see. What the frick? Why did I put this on this layer? I must have merged it on accident or something.
Oh, it's so even at night. Wow. I was in the river today. It was fun. It was cold, but it was fun. There's like the river in that part of the city it splits into the canal and the wilder part of the river. And it's super nice because like the stream is very like fast there, and it's not as deep, so you can go like more like up the river, jump in, and then float down. It was super fun, but cold, and I smell like river.
Yeah.
Smell like a river.
I smell like beef.
I smell like beef. If river smelled like beef.
Where's this coming from? Wait, where is this coming from?
It was me. What? Huh? What do you
You
mean?
just made it up. I thought it.
No,
made,
it's a
like, it
meme.
from some weird.
It's the meme. It is a meme.
Here, I'll get it.
That is me.
There it is.
Oh, that kid. Okay.
I think I'm gonna take this into Photoshop and mess with the background a little bit. Give it some blurriness so it looks like perspective-ish.
Yeah.
Make her pop more. Once I'm done coloring the lines. How long I've been streaming?
Not that long.
Yeah, like an hour-ish, ishy.
Why is your arm so fat now?
I smell like beef.
I just destroyed my sketch. Now the kitty's fat.
I smell like beef.
Kids are precious. Sometimes.
I love kid
Yeah.
memes. They're just so wholesome.
I still like Johnny with my finger. Or
Oh
like
gosh, yeah, that's the ancient.
Or ancient interest, or like the one that's coming from the dentist. Like, is this real life?
Yes, this is real life. We've quoted that forever. My gosh.
What was the...
This is how I learned what American dentists use, and I was shocked.
Oh.
Because like
Learn
no
what
one
American
here would come from a
dentists use.
dentist being like that. No one.
I
so
came from dentist being
surprising.
like that.
God.
I had my wisdom teeth out. That's why.
So-
Yeah, I had my wisdom teeth out, and they never gave me stuff like that. And I had, like 10 injections until I couldn't feel anything anymore. It
Ugh.
took so much. But like no one is high after that. Maybe a little. Just
I was so high. My mom tells me still how high I was, and I was like 22 at the time.
I need to get my wisdom teeth out, I think. They don't bug me, but I'm worried about, like, there's like a thing where if they get like infected or the cavities get deep enough, it can get to your jaw, and I'm just like, I don't want to risk that.
Your dentist would tell you if you were actually at risk for something.
Yeah, I would assume so.
So I wouldn't worry about it unless they say, "Hey, you should think about getting these out."
Though I've been to it a few times recently, and like I see a different person every time, I swear. And the first person was like, "We need to get that tooth out. You got cavities." And then the second time I went, they were like, "Just let us know if you want that tooth out. It has cavities." So, and I was just like, "What is it? Is it dire or not?"
Oh god.
So I had my like one was in 2000 impacted, and the other was at danger being impacted.
Yeah.
And the other two, they were at a lesser danger, and my dentist was like, all right, we can get out, we can get just that one out, or we can just pull them all out. So I was like I was just like, hey, pull them all out. What am I gonna use it for?
Was it wisdom teeth?
What?
Was it wisdom teeth?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Got them all
Get them
pulled
all
out. Yeah. It was weird. I didn't even take because they give you like some hard stuff that's like gets rid of a lot of pain. Apparently people get addicted to it. I'm like, I forgot to take it most days.
It is a type of. That's why.
Forgot to take it.
Oh man. Yeah, but yeah, we have like even in Germany, I think it's a type, but it's a different type. So like actually never, man, like people are only like high or not allowed to do anything when it's like an actual narcose kind of thing in the hospital. Then of course, then it's something like worse or what is it? What it is like sometimes like when people are like dying. What is it?
What?
Morphine.
Mafia? What?
Morphine.
No,
Morphine.
Morphine. We call it morphine.
Oh.
So that guy, that stuff can make you dizzy.
Yeah, I take
Really
Mafia.
bad.
They call the mafia in when I'm being bad.
But yeah, no, like just a dentist appointment. Even if I got pulled tooth, even with my wisdom teeth, I got all three of them at once too, because I was like, okay, I will be so terrified, I will never ever go back, so I have to do it in one go.
Yeah.
And I got a lot of injections because they were like, do you still feel something? Like, yes. Really? Yes. I actually could feel it. That's why how you say, like, I don't have a high pain tolerance. Like, everything hurts. Everything just hurts, and even like when I'm in pain, I need more painkillers than
More
other
drugs.
people. Yeah, until it actually works. And they were like, do you still feel something? I'm like, yeah, I do feel that. I'm like,
This just means probably your brain deals with pain receptors.
Gosh darn it!
Takes a lot.
Yeah. I need at least like.
What? Did it crash again?
No, I deleted a line art layer, and I have to go all the way back.
You deleted the layer on. I can see where you. How did you do that?
I don't know. I was trying
How many steps ago was it?
I don't know. Let's hope it's soon enough, or I'm gonna
Their whole
cry.
arm.
Yeah, it's the jacket layer.
Yeah, it's a jacket.
Listen, I have
Do you create multiple copies of the file and keep one backed up?
I don't think it's saved, so frickety frack.
No.
I know sometimes when I'm doing a commission, I'll save a copy when it gets to the line art stage in case.
How did that happen?
I don't know.
I don't understand. Wait.
Is it really gone? Did it like get dragged somewhere else?
I don't think so.
I'm surprised you have so many line art layers, actually.
I keep it separated because I'm a doof. Also, this is that, and this, what was happening was I was trying to find the star layer, and for some reason it was on this same layer, but I don't know why the jacket would. It's fine. I'll just go back. Let's hope I didn't save it after that. Yep, there it is. It's fine. I am losing a lot of work today.
Oh my gosh.
No.
Oh man, whoa! I didn't save.
Why didn't you save as and make another copy? I should have told you something before
It's fine. I rarely do that. Like, usually I'm pretty good. I hardly delete layers like that. But I didn't say, like, I'm completely starting over the coloring the lines part. Because apparently I didn't save once.
I noticed that. But I was gonna suggest that before you exited the other drawing, you save as.
Oh, you know what? I could have copied the color. Dang it!
That's what I'm saying.
Dang it!
I didn't say anything because I didn't think you would just close it like that without
It's
saving
fine.
just in case.
It's
I can't
fine.
relate.
Lessons learned. I've never done that before, so whatever.
Well, it's going to happen again, and next time it does, before you close the file to see if you can get your stuff back, just save
Right.
as and change the file name.
How did that
I
happen?
do this a lot.
Like, so this was the
Oh,
layer.
I can't believe it.
This
Flatten
is...
all the line art onto, duplicate all the line art layers, flatten it all into one layer and color it that way. It'll save you some time. Oh my god, I can't believe you just deleted everything. I feel really bad, and it was not even my piece. Like,
It's fine.
I wasn't
it's
the one
fine.
drawing.
It was like maybe like 15 minutes of work. It's fine.
Christ.
I just feel everything feels like it's smashing my brain today.
Aw.
It does suck. I like the colors I was using. I have to find them
Yeah, it
again.
was so. Oh, it's just suddenly a step backwards, and it was all finished. Really. Oh
Alright,
my
fine,
god!
I'll flatten it, whatever.
I
No,
just
I
mean it'll
need
be
to-
easier for you if it's
Yeah.
like the only time I separate it like this is if I'm gonna like drop a masked layer with the color I'm gonna use on it. So instead of having to go individually
Yeah.
and like color things and be careful about overlap, I can just drop it and then I'll go and clean up areas where lines overlap where they should be.
It's a habit of like I used to color the lines separately, like different colors for each layer, but it's more I do separate layers because when I'm line arting, I don't want to like erase the
Yeah.
lines. Yeah. So now it's merged. You happy? It's merged.
Well, now it should be easier for you to color it the way you were doing before,
Yeah, we'll see.
rather than have to like find the specific layer that is.
Well, that sucked.
Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh!
Ripperoni, ripperoni.
I can't believe how clean your line art is. Like, I do the same thing and it just takes a lot of time. But most people don't do that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I keep thinking, I'm like, people always have told me like, oh, your line art's so clean and nice, and I'm like, and I've been thinking recently, I'm like, is that a good thing though? Like,
Well, yeah, it's more like, is that worth the extra time? Because I've been thinking the same thing.
well, it's not.
So
It doesn't take extra time, I don't think. I've tried to do to like take my sketches and polish them, and it feels like it's a lot more effort than just redoing the line art, you know?
yeah, because that's what I did for the armors. Is that instead of actually lining them all over again, which is normally what I do.
Yeah.
Actually, I don't even honestly. I cleaned them up, but I think if I had not done that, it wouldn't have changed anything. I should have just not cleaned them up and gone for. So I'm still trying to figure it out. But basically,
Yeah.
too much time is going into line art, and I'm trying to figure out how to not do that.
I have multiple like pieces that I did that I like the sketch, so I started cleaning it up that way, like subtractive-ish.
Yeah, that's what I did
And,
for the armor. It just took a while. It
yeah,
took longer than I thought it
I
would.
never finished it because it just took so long.
But it's also, in those, I'm not trying to get the line art perfect, I'm just trying to clean up some overshot and
Yeah.
any, like, double thickness and stuff that shouldn't be there.
Yeah.
But it still takes some time. I'm not sure if it was any faster in the end. I think if I had just left it the way it was, all rough, that would have been fine. Because my sketches are not rough at all.
Mine are pretty rough.
Like, the sketches, but by the time I'm done, it's, like, it doesn't need to be lined again. That's... I don't know why I do it. It's just a certain art style I do where it doesn't need to be lined again.
Yeah. I sketch over mine like, I don't know, I think twice before I start line art, just so I know exactly, like, it's more accurate, I guess.
Sometimes I do that, sometimes I do that. Sometimes I just start with a line art and don't even have a sketch.
Yeah, me too. It depends on, like, sometimes I go to do Usually all I need to draw a circle for the head, and then I'm like, why am I drawing? I should have drawn on a separate layer, because now that head circle's in the way, and this is fine. It doesn't. I have to try to erase the head circle and the crosshairs. Ugh.
What I do is I draw with I draw with my pen at like size 50, and then I lower that opacity and reduce my pen to size like 20, and then draw again, and usually the drawing is much more like vivid, like precise, I guess is the word.
Yeah, I feel like mine, I don't do that. I only do it once, but it takes me longer, if that makes any sense, right? Because it's pinned down the first time I do it, but it just means it takes me longer to figure it out exactly the way I want. I've been trying to do a looser sketch to start, just to get the pose right, because it's a problem when I do it that way. The pose is odd. But it's hard. I don't know. Somehow it always ends up kind of, like, done.
My problem is, like, I can't use my sketches most of the time as line art because I use, like, slightly, low opacity.
I do, too. So what I do is I duplicate the light.
Oh, yeah. I used to do that.
This is for a certain more loose, like, just, I'm not really trying to polish the drawing. I just want to make a fan art, whatever, of a funny thing.
Yeah.
Do it that way. I like the texture it gives when the line isn't solid.
Mm-hmm.
Cam is melting. I'm melting.
Your webcam or something. The camera is melting.
Yeah. Anyway, I want pink for that.
Whoa, whoa there.
Whoa.
We both said the same. I'm too tired for this. I don't know why I'm so tired either.
I'm pretty low energy today too.
Is your chest hairy or shaved? Wow.
You're laughing, but Ryan clips his chest hair because it bothers him.
Oh,
God.
I hate chest hair. I shave it
It
off.
sticks. Like, he tells me that it sticks to the shirt and stuff.
Oh,
Yeah.
I also
He doesn't
hate
shave it off all the way, but...
chest hair.
I shave mine.
Me and Ichi just made the same kind of joke. God.
You know, like, it's just no use, like picking all the hair separate, so I just shave it. Also, waxing hurts a lot, so...
I've never tried waxing.
I haven't either. I don't think I have.
I did once because I
Oh, no.
also hate my hair.
I tried on my leg. I had one stripe and then never again.
Is it really that painful? I'm not as sensitive to, like, pulling.
See, it wasn't that painful for me. It was, like, kind of painful, but, like whatever. It was just not effective.
Yeah.
Not effective.
Yeah.
It didn't rip out your hairs properly?
And again, like, everything hurts for me. Like, I'm super sensitive.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Because I used to pluck my eyebrows, and that is pretty stingy, but not too bad. I imagine waxing is about the same.
I don't have a problem with single hair. I don't know why. Like, yeah, picking my eyebrow hair, I do that too. Like, one by one. And that's not a problem. I don't know.
Yeah, no, I haven't tried waxing. I hardly ever shave my legs anyway.
Ha!
And in that part where on my leg where I did it, like, first of all, just got like half of the hair, and yeah, not effective at all. And then it just like this part was super like rashed, and it was so bad.
Huh.
But it's just a stripe on your leg that was like, I heard. I'm sorry, I have to say this sentence. I just want to pop the snap buttons on my work shirt and let my bare chest fly.
I know. I know.
No, man, that was not good enough. I have to. How do I say this? What do I say this manly? I can't say it sexy. I don't know how to. I'm not even sure if I can make a deeper voice. Can you say it in your boy voice?
Wait, what?
Boy voice?
Proud.
Oh, what? What Cam wrote?
No, yeah.
No, yeah.
Shoot. I don't know if I can. I don't know if I can. The voice, that voice, I don't do that voice anymore. It was like, it was like I had to get into the zone for it.
You sound like Ash Ketchum.
I just want to pop the snap buttons on my work shirt and let my bare chest fly. It's supposed to sound like a teen dude.
Yeah.
That's what it sounds like, actually. I was like, wow, that sounds like...
Like a bro dude.
A dude, bro, dude.
It takes me, it does take me a while if I actually want to get down into that range on my voice. I can't quite do it right away.
It's funny
Get
because
down, you never.
Sorry.
it's funny because my partner is a trans man, right? And he's constantly trying to talk in a guy voice, and I'm just like, well, like I try to kind of give a lesson, but then you just come out with that. It's like, yeah, that's pretty convincing, yeah.
Wow. Wow.
Why are you guessing my hairiness? Just a hunch.
Her arms. I have hair on my arms. Like,
Me too.
Whoa.
hair. But like, but like, I think I do have more than other women. But like, I never even thought about like shaving that because I went no.
Don't.
I don't want
I
to.
have. I thought about it.
Come back and it will
It's
just
worse enough that
it'll be dark.
it's bad enough that I do it on my legs and I regretted it for the rest of my life. So I'm not doing my arms.
Really? But like here it's normal in this culture to shave legs. If I hadn't done it though, if I hadn't shaved my legs, I would have never had to because it's so light.
Yeah.
Color.
Yeah, exactly. I
But
regret
like
that.
everybody told me I was super hairy when I was a kid, and I got
Me
really
too.
self-conscious. I almost shaved my arms. I was so close, and I'm glad I didn't decide to.
A friend of mine actually.
I think I shaved a patch
once because he
once.
was bullied in school, and
Wait.
that is so harmful. Yeah,
Wait,
she was.
why?
Even though it's not common here, like it's not common. Like for example, I think in Japan it's actually pretty common to even shave your arms, but like in Germany,
Japanese
it's not.
don't. At
They're not
least
that hairy.
I don't think they grow arm hair. I'm not sure.
we're so stupid. I feel like if a Japanese person was watching, they'd be rolling their eyes, like, "Oh my god."
You know, in high
People.
school, I once had an Indian person come up to
Westerners.
me and be like, "Your arms are hairy. I know how that feels." And I'm like,
What?
"What?" He's like, "You got hairy arms. You must get bullied for it a lot." And I'm like,
People
"This was
actually
high school.
say-
This was
my
like
god.
like 17 or 18. We were 17 or 18. He's like, "Yeah, I get bullied for my arm hair." And I'm like, I'm sorry, but I don't. This is the first time it's ever been mentioned. It was so strange.
Yeah.
Now I'm like trying to flatten my arm hair. It's pretty
So
long.
wait.
I brush
wait,
it.
Question.
I
Why,
brush
why,
it.
why,
I brush
why?
my arm hair.
I'm really confused right now. Firstly, why are you itchy? Why are you so against the idea of shaving your arm? I'm not saying you should.
I love how you pronounce it itchy.
Itchy.
Itchy and scratchy.
I would
No. The thing is, I do actually like, for example, like being shaved, like under the arms, my legs, and other parts. I do like to be more like hairless, but like, especially I'm not against, like whoever wants to do it can do it, but like I don't want to shave my arms because, first of all, I have a lot of. It's so much work. It's so much work.
Yeah.
It'll grow
I
back
always
longer.
think like, how do I have so much? How you say it? Like body mass, not just mass. It's just like if I lay out if I lay out my skin, it's like, oh, this is so much thick. Whenever I shave my legs, like, why am I not done yet? And imagine I also do the arms. Also, I get rashes very easily because I apparently, according to a skin doctor, I have bigger pores than other people. So, like I already have.
Crown, that's rude.
What beautiful big pores you have.
So I don't want to have that on my arms too, and I don't think it looks bad, especially in summer. They just get lighter. But I'm just no, thank you. I don't want you to start. They're so soft now.
I get weird, random, like unnamed bumps on my hands every once in a while.
Oh, yeah.
When I was a kid, when I was in like middle school, I had this huge rash breakout on my hands. It was only my hands, and I tried to wear gloves to school, and the one of the counselors was like, "We don't wear gloves in school," and I was like, "But my hands."
What are you kidding?
And
do now.
And so I went to the dermatologist to try to figure out what this was, and they took a skin sample, and it was very traumatic, and they never found out what it was. They were like, we don't know, and I'm like, really? No guesses? And so since then, every once in a while, I break out, and it's not as bad as the first time. Like, it's just like 1 or 2 dots.
Are you maybe slightly lactose intolerant? Because I have a friend that has like, I don't know, maybe it's neurodermitis.
I'm not sure about
she
lactose.
That when she eats less milk products, like yogurt, milk, whatever, if she has less of that, her skin doesn't rash out that much.
The only other time I noticed it like get really bad was one time when I went to Disney World, and I feel like it was like me putting my hands on the restraints on a water ride, and I remember the next day I like along the thumb and index finger there were bumps.
Are you allergic to fun?
So in that case, it could have been from someone else.
I don't. That's really weird because
it sounds like hives to me, but I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. It just sounds like it could be. So I have a similar thing, but it's painful. And it's only on my drawing hand. I've spent a couple years going to many doctors trying to get it figured out. They don't know what it is. They told me that maybe I have lupus. We don't know. I don't think I have lupus. But it's probably an autoimmune disease. So it's like, there's lots of them, and you can't, they're not all categorized. Like, anyway, it's your immune system attacking your body. So it could be that, and just like a small one. So something triggers it, and then you get a couple, like a rash or some bumps or whatever, and then they go away. Because your body is fighting it off, but it's also like...
But also, if it's on a water ride, like, you got splashed maybe? So
and the water had...
I was thinking it was the leather
in it.
or
I don't
something.
know.
Like the leather on the restraint.
But if you have an allergy to something, it's just so hard to figure out what it is. Because it's not a common thing, whatever it is.
Whenever you have like more, you could try out eating less milk products. Maybe. No, it just like it even if you have it already, it helps.
They're not that big of a deal. Like that was like the Disney World thing was probably the second worst time. But so usually weird. it's just like dots that pop up, and I'm like, what the heck?
Do they hurt? Do they itch?
They're slightly irritated, but they don't like the first time it happened, they were itchy as heck, right? And they look like I thought they were like bug bites or something.
Hives.
Yeah. But and then the second worst time, it was itchy. It's very similar. Now when they're just like small dots, they're like I can feel them like tingling, and like there's. And like if they're
I can't believe we both have hand problems. It's so weird.
Yeah,
it's so weird to me. Yeah, it does sound like it's just.
I'm just annoyed that I have this scar on my wrist, and like I traumatize myself because I watched them take the sample,
And now you look at it and think about that all the time?
Well, it's not like that traumatic where I'm like, this thing happened to me, and I'm getting vivid flashbacks.
No, but it just haunts you.
Yeah, a little bit, yeah. It's just annoying that they just were like, well, we don't know, sorry, and it was just like, oh, okay.
Well, at least you didn't go through 5 years of tests with, like, doctors and so many blood tests that they made you pass out.
Yeah, I did that for my gallbladder issues. Not 5 years, but that was only like a summer of a bunch of tests and them like being like, oh, we don't know what it is.
I just, come on, man, like.
You could do what I do and just not tell anyone about your problems until you're keeling over on the floor.
Oh no, I was keeling over on the floor.
I usually do that. That's usually how I handle things. That's what the U.S. health system has taught me.
It's so horrible.
Here, Ryan is just so confused. He's like, well, let's just go to get a doctor's appointment. And I'm like on the floor, I can't get a doctor's appointment. He just doesn't understand me.
The struggles of being an American.
Honestly though, it's so horrible. I just go to a doctor. I'm like, oh.
I know. Well, we can do that here, but it's so socially ingrained in me, you know, to not do that.
Me ingrained.
I just like, oh my gosh, I'm not the only one with an undiagnosed hand problem.
It's annoying.
Except mine is extremely painful when it flares up, and it hasn't done it. It doesn't do it over the summer. I think it's actually related to the cold weather that makes it worse.
You know, I'm wondering if it's something to do with circulation. If it's something to do with
partly it is.
Like
for me.
If it's your drawing hand. Then...
In the winter, it gets really bad. So
and you have like sickly hands.
No, my hands are screwed up, and my mom's are too, so that's not surprising.
Yeah.
But if I keep it hot in here, it wasn't as bad last year. I don't want to talk. I mean, I do want to talk about, but it's just traumatizing, and it was causing severe depression. I mean, it's my drawing hand.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
So you can't draw.
So it's like I can draw, but it hurts, and then you're like questioning your whole life, and
oh
the
no,
worst possible thing. So anytime I see those anime about people who are in traumatic accidents and they can't play the piano or whatever anymore,
oh my god, that's my worst fear.
Totally understand it, and it's horrible. It's the worst possible thing. So when Cam, I don't know if he's listening right now, but when he said he had that thing that he's gonna have to change careers, I'm like, that no wonder he's so withdrawn and sad lately. That sucks so bad.
Yeah. I have mentally prepared myself that if I'm ever like in a car crash or something, that I shield my hand.
Oh my gosh, you practice shielding your hand on reflex, like
yeah.
I do the same thing.
You guys are silly. If I lose my hand, I'll just start writing. I'll just do text-to-speech writing or something.
For example, if you're riding your bike and you have an accident, you don't expect to break your finger. Guess what happened to me? I can't stretch. I play piano, and it's so sad because I didn't notice that it was broken that way. Didn't heal right up, and they didn't tell me in the hospital because it didn't do anything about it because it's such a minor thing. They don't. Oh, it's just a little finger, whatever. Like I can't stretch my left little finger out anymore. And then I already noticed like some pieces I can't play because I would have to stretch out my whole hand, and I can't reach it right. It's possible in some way, and it's honestly
sad. That's so sad.
More. I mean, I'm happy that I'm not a professional piano player because then I was just like.
Well, then you'd have to just like figure out ways to deal with it, if that makes sense.
And it was such a stupid thing, like a bag tangled in the wheels. And the thing is, like, what they did all the, what do you call it, the bones photography. Like, my knee was open, and that's why, like, it looked way worse.
What?
I had, like, a super bloody knee. My pants were ripped apart, and there was just this half open knee. But
oh my gosh, jeez.
And I was even in that place, like, people helped me, but, like, was still, like, I was crying about my little finger. I was so worried, and, like, in the end, now, like, whatever, I couldn't do anything about it. I tried to, like, I just think the middle of it was just, and I still can, like, I can make a fist, I can move it, but I can't outstretch it like before.
So Ryan has the same type of injury, and he got it when he was doing professional bagpipe playing. And he tells me it was like the most traumatic thing that ever happened to him, realizing that he can't stretch his pinky the same way, so he can't.
Yeah, the pinky,
and he thought he might not be able to play anymore because he was in a bad accident, but he had to reteach himself everything.
Because I have to push down. Pushing down stuff is harder, but like with a piano, it's still possible enough. So you would notice, like, I can still play. It's just not a good feeling. It's just a weird feeling because you're like locked in a way in this finger. To me it's more sad, but I also know I can't do anything, and I'm not even sure if they can fix it like that. Like, it's not like you lose the piece of your finger and they sew it on again. I'm not sure how they would fix it and if it's even possible, because I think the way it is, it's like the one part of the bone is probably more than one piece is. It healed up somehow. I'm not sure how they would fix it, and if I ever have like more money, I would probably actually do it, because like, I don't know, it's my hands. Hands are something so important. Imagine if you can't use them. It's not just like playing piano or another instrument, which is already sad, but you do everything with your hands.
Well, the same with your eyes. I worry more about my eyes. Like, if I lose my eyes, I can't play video games. I can't. This is my worst nightmare. But honestly, now lately I'm like, well, I would just write books, text to speech. I can do that now. Don't need my eyes to do that.
That's very cool tools, but I think I would not.
I'd be so depressed. I would be terminally depressed. Like, you lose everything.
Music, but like the recording part would be a challenge. It's possible. I saw, like, for example, a blind person made a video and shared how they use the iPhone. Like, Apple made really cool applications for blind people these days. And she showed how she uses it, and it was really impressive. It worked really, really well. That's at least that gives a little bit hope.
Carpet.
I'm just like
carpet.
Getting to that point, you have to relearn everything.
Yeah.
It's tough.
See, that's why my backup career would be probably cooking, because you don't need that much precision. Like,
Well, you do, depending on what you do.
Depending, but generally.
Especially in a stressful like kitchen, don't underestimate that.
You gotta
Cooking
whip it
is
fast. You gotta whisk it.
Fast, you have to chop the stuff right.
Fast, yes, not active. That's the difference. I'll just deal with the burns.
But you could, I mean, if you're in a bigger kitchen, you can have like a certain profession. You can probably be the sauce guy or the soup guy.
The sauce guy.
It's actually a thing. Like, there's people that actually know like sauces and stuff like that. Like, if it's a bigger kitchen with the whole team, that's possible. Saucier, I think it's called. Then like, or you can just like be like a burger guy. And have like a
fry cook.
That's very cool. A burger stand. I would do that actually.
Jeez, Nick.
Food truck. Yay.
Use a squirt gun.
No, they don't. They got rid of the gun emojis. See, there's only water guns now.
Oh my gosh.
But yeah, I would exchange my legs if I had to give away my arms.
Oh yeah, I'd rather lose my. I don't. All of it sucks. All of it sucks because I like going for walks.
Okay.
I like being able to walk.
It's very easy to replace legs. It's really easy. If you lose it from below the knee, no difference.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's no difference. Well, this is the other thing. If I lose a limb, I could always raise money to have a kick-ass, like, robotic, crazy arm.
Okay.
With weapons and stuff.
If I could.
Here's
Well,
a dark
no, if I
confession.
could, no, if I had to.
Here's a dark confession of mine. I kind of want one day either a friend of mine to lose a limb or to have a friend that doesn't have a limb, so I can 3D print them a new one.
Oh my gosh, you are so dark. Why not lose your own limb, you jerk?
See, here's the thing. Well, maybe it I lost a foot, maybe, you know, I'd do that. I'd make my own shoe 3D printed, so I never have to put on another shoe.
Type.
So that's an offer. If any of you ever lose a limb, call me up.
Okay. Can you like? Oh man. Wait. No. Yeah. Okay. Can you like print custom artwork on it and stuff? Like make make it this tattoo it with.
Yeah, like with engravings and everything.
It's like it's like deep. Yeah. So it's actually not just a flat tattoo. It's actually.
It's like has depth.
Yes.
Oh, I could imagine the cosplays you could do with that.
Oh my god!
Okay.
I'm gonna chop my arms off right now.
I can become Scorpio.
Oh.
I hope so. I mean, no, I was talking to Cam. Don't look at me. I don't
I hope
that
you
my
become
arms.
Scorpio.
There's nothing more impractical than those arms. But you could give great hugs.
I would give great hugs. I already do give great hugs, so those would only help.
Imagine the wrestling.
Oh my god. I'm chopping my arms, guys. There would be nothing more threatening than like, oh yeah, like my friend must wrestle
the monster guy.
Yeah, wrestle the monster guy who chopped off his arms and gave himself claws. Yeah.
Oh my god.
I'll go with it.
Oh my god. Like, I actually have a friend that works in robotics and another friend that is like, makes like prostheses? What do you call it in English? The dictionary has no sound button. Prosthesis. Prosthesis?
Process this? I actually don't know how to say that word. I know what you're talking about. Prosthetic? Say prosthetic instead of prosthesis. You don't pronounce that. I said it. I think it's like prosthesis.
Artificial limb.
Yeah, I do. We
That's what she says as the second word. It's prosthesis or artificial.
You say prosthesis. Prosthesis. God, that's an awful word. I can't say that.
Wow, even German.
You're disabled.
Prothese. Anyway, who makes that? Like the brother of a friend of mine learned that. He works for a company that makes those. And I now imagine if those people work together, there's so many cool things. But like, if you really want a good one, you still have to pay a lot, and that sounds way. Yeah. If I could actually, I would give all the people that want one a good opportunity to that. Even if you want to have a wheelchair, a good wheelchair, it costs so much. And
they're expensive.
There's a lot covered here in Germany, but not everything. And you really have to fight.
Well, I mean, you can get the basics, but if you want a nice thing, you have to pay for it. That's how it is.
Like stuff for example, here, depending where you are, not every tram is like made for people in wheelchairs. And you notice it in some parts. You will always only notice it like when you actually need to be in one. I saw like documentaries about. Like, there's a cool guy that is that also makes he talks about all the like people with disability, and for example, even our main train company in Germany, Deutsche Bahn, has problems to help people into a train because not every train has like a ramp where you go into the train. They have lifts, but they're so slow and complicated, unnecessarily complicated. In this case, it's better to have a super freaking cool wheelchair. There are really cool ones that lift you up. And
oh yeah, I've seen those.
They're so cool models, and like it's easier to just give the people those because everyone else just isn't. How do you say like they're just stupid. Let's just say it. It's stupid.
Let's just put this out there.
Figured out how to get people into a train. It's like, how do you even travel? You can't. Most people at least, if you like have like a very big like disability, you can't even drive a car. Some people and even those who can need so many adjustments into a car, and then you have to also like be able to afford that car, right?
Don't lose your legs. That's the moral of the story.
Don't lose your legs.
It's not cool.
Unless you're a cosplayer.
But yeah.
What are these wheelchairs? Oh my gosh.
I'm loving them.
That's cool.
That second one, it looks like some new age, like modern wheelchair.
Yeah. And what I also like is like electronic wheelchairs that get you on a level of people. So, yeah, not everyone minded, to be honest. But like, it's cool if you can lift yourself up and you like your head is on one level, so you don't have to look down on people, or the other way around, you don't have to look up. Or like just like some for like areas where like you could get more like let's go on a hike with a wheelchair. Those are really cool. They really go like over stones and stuff. But yeah, not everyone can afford it. Oh wow, that's cool.
I've stumbled into something that I did not expect to stumble into. That's wheelchair fashion.
I'm just picking at it now.
You've been picking at it all stream.
No, that is
Are you ready to
not...
call it? Are you gonna put it in Photoshop, or are you gonna say
Yeah.
I'm done and pick out a new thing to do?
I'm gonna put it in Photoshop, but I don't know how I'm going to if I'm gonna make the stream look at the Photoshops. Yeah, well.
Oh my gosh! Oh, give me a break.
Huh?
It's unnatural and terrifying.
How did he come up with it right now? Oh wait, was he at the doctor?
No, he's going Friday.
Oh god. I thought he was
Yeah.
I had who has like super stretchy, but like only in the face. Super stretchy skin.
No, I don't know. Not only in the face, just in general, any of the connective tissues.
No,
Like
yeah,
I don't recall any unnatural, terrifying face stretching.
No,
I'm just.
My friend had so soft with everyone. Like all of her friends, we all went to her and was like touching her skin, like oh, stuff like it's so satisfying to just like squeeze her cheeks.
I have big cheekbone. I have like huge, massive cheekbone. I think it's probably German thing.
Well,
I don't know.
I have a dude's cheekbone. I think.
Ryan has no cheekbones at all. He's just like, where's his cheekbones?
I'm pretty. Here's the thing. Mine are
I look like
forward,
Santa
but-
Claus. They're like big and red. And,
Mine
Wait,
are like forward, but not out to the sides. So it's weird. So I do have them, just not in the way you would think. I'm just obsessed with how many different wheelchairs there are. These are such cool designs too.
Oh no! Oh no!
My god. Oh my god. Imagine him stretching his face at work and taking a selfie and everyone's like,
Like what?
what are you doing?
Yeah, FMA auto mail. That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking I get a disability and I'm just gonna turn it into a piece of art. What else can I do?
Yeah.
The weirdest thing is when you like you have a pill and then like 20 minutes later, you heard it's like, ah, that there it was. Just fantastic. Yep.
What?
What?
I explained it once. Too lazy to explain it again.
Meaning you explained it once, and then you made the joke again, expecting different results.
Ooh.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no. That's the best. That's the best. I commend anyone who's willing to make a joke that doesn't go well, because you know how awkward that is when that happens, and everybody's like, what? And then you explain it, and then you never do it again. But instead, a person who's willing to make that same joke over and over again and suffer for it every time.
Man, these colors. Ugh.
I need to go make dinner.
Do
I need
it.
to go make dinner.
Is it alright? Oh, right, you're in Canada. I was like, is it alright?
Alright, you're in Canada.
I'm in the secret time zone.
Alright.
Secret tunnel. I'm in the secret time zone.
tunnel.
Oh my gosh, oh my gosh. I have a story
Secret
that I need to tell you
tunnel.
guys. 'Cause I
Okay, I'm gonna go do the thing.
Alright,
Nick can tell a story.
I listen to you, Nick. I'm
Alright.
interested.
alright.
Oh my god. look at the line art.
Oh god! What?
That was the coloring mask that was separated. I'm moving the layers. That's why they're all freaking out.
Oh.
What did I say? Oh, right. The story is, so I got the hide for the weekend.
Oh.
That's a
So
nice
Did
way
you
to
get
start
some-
it.
What was it?
What?
Didn't you get like something to eat with something inside? What
Yeah,
was it?
chocolate.
Oh, chocolate. Okay.
I had too much.
Oh.
No.
Crown reminded me of this when she starts singing Secret Tunnel.
Oh no.
It hit me when I was on a bed. I
know how it is. I
was
know
kinda-
how it is.
was kind of crawling. It's a big bed, so it's crawling over the pillows.
Oh god.
And it just hit me, and I could see the earth through the floor, through my knees. I saw it like I was looking through a fuzzy TV,
Oh my god.
and then I was seeing tunnels through that.
Oh no.
It was amazing.
You liked that? I didn't like it when I was like high for the first time, and I also didn't want to be. I was just naive. Let's just say that. It also was with chocolate, but I made it myself for someone else, and it was just the rest in it. I did underestimate it, and it was like, hey, I could make some cocoa out of this. And the thing with the tunnels is like, for me, it just like made all my, at least it felt like all my senses stronger, so I could hear my cat smacking with tongue or like, doing something with his mouth in another room. Like I was in my bedroom, lying in my bed because there was nothing else I could do, and I hated every single moment of it. But like it was like sounding like my cat in the other room was in something like a big cathedral because there was this echo. And I could like, it's just horrible. I could hear his smacking. Like all my senses were oversensitive. And for example, if I just scratch my skin, if you just do like, if you like a little bit itchy and you scratch it, that would hurt. It would hurt so bad. Like I would feel every cell that I like kills basically. Every skin cell I would feel it. Oh.
Huh.
And then like I called Robert back then because he knew more about the stuff. So I have someone here that can supervise me if anything happens. And he was just laughing at me, and his voice sounded like do you know like how a piano sound is made from 3 strings? So it's basically 3 tones becoming one.
Yeah, kinda.
I've had that with his voice, but in the opposite direction. So I could hear every frequency of his voice built up in layers. It was horrible. It was just horrible.
For me, it was fun as hell. It was amazing. I also watched a movie later called Kong, and Kong, King of Atlantis, because my partner was just like, I'm putting a movie on, and we both didn't know the movie. So he just put it on because we thought it was fun, right? Just to watch me react to it. It felt like it was the Lord of the Rings trilogy. I was awake for 20 minutes of it. I was in awe at this movie. It was one of the most complicated movies I had ever watched. It was amazing.
Oh god. Oh god. Yeah, no. I don't. Let's just say, like, the only drug I sort of like is alcohol.
Fair enough. I'm definitely more in that camp too. I'm not.
And the thing is, like with marijuana, I noticed how it can help me, but it really depends on the stuff you get. And I think the first thing I had was, first of all, it was the first time, but also too much, but also the wrong type. And I have a little of a very mild stuff here, and I only use it and I noticed because it helps me actually when I have like a panic attack, or if I have like super hard anxiety. What it does only is like making me high, but because I don't like being high, because I think it's just because I don't like giving up control that much, and it is just like you see your body acting that way, but inside you're still like, what are you doing? Why? Don't laugh at this. It's not funny. I hate this. This was like, I was like, ah ha ha. They're like, my body. I was just laughing, but it was like I was standing beside me, watching me. I'm like, stop it. So, but if I just have like this mild stuff, it helps me calm down, and not in a getting high kind of way, but it's more like painkillers when they finally work and you're released of pain. So that's what it does to me. So I notice the benefits of it, but you really have to be careful what type you get. Yeah, that's what I learned at least. Otherwise, I'm not a fan of it. I only ever take it in very, very small amounts, and not, not regularly, just because when I'm really, really, really bad, and it helps. And I would even say in my case, like if I ever took antidepressants, I think this would be better than taking an actual pill.
For me, I wouldn't take it, like, I don't take it normally. A few times I do take it, I just go full out. Like, I don't know, I just don't do it that often.
Oh yeah, I think.
Just gonna mute them. It's okay. Not really caring for the substance discussion. Field blur. Ah, nice. No wait. the circle bigger, okay. I don't want that here. What the hell? How do I get rid of this one? It's a little...
Or if you plan on drinking something.
Nope, still talking about it. Let's see. I feel like the color is slightly off. Layer. Color balance. Warmer, cooler, warmer, cooler. I feel like this one is a bit better, has more contrast. Oh man, when I'm color grading, I should really turn my monitor. Give me a second. Turn it off and warm, because normal, cool, RGB. That'll do it. Oh yeah, the blue color grading looks a lot better. It is fire. I swear this music is from something. I think this is better. I think she pops a lot more. Oh yeah. Ah, I should have drawn a shadow. What was I thinking? Dang it. No wonder. Here, let me see if I can make one. I'm gonna make a cheap one, watch. Oh, that's weird. When I move it like this, it makes like a small noise. That was odd. Perspective. Ha! This stuff is so funny. I might just have to draw it. Oh wait, the light's coming from that way. Never mind. Try again. So the light's coming from that way. Actually, I might not have to do this because if the light's coming from this direction, then I could just do like a bit of a... I just hate painting in this software. It's horrible. You know what? I'm just gonna add it in Psi and then bring it over. I hate drawing in Photoshop. It's so annoying. It doesn't exactly feel the same, I guess. One second. Shadows are so hard. evenly. Is this just the same song over and over? I swear. I guess I only do have like a few 15 songs. I need to do more. I just keep saying I need to do more studies all the time, but I do. Like shadow studies, need that, definitely. Hate when it does that. Ugh. Nope, that didn't work. Oh, oops! I forgot to change when I went back over to Psy. Sorry about that. What? There we go. I was like, what the heck happened? There we go, okay. think that looks good. Let's get my signature. Slap it in there. Very small, very small. Put it over by the trees. There we go. I do believe she's finished. Look at her. Oh, I forgot to. Of course I did. It's fine. She has no eye shinies, guys. Oh crap. I don't know if Photoshop just has a hard time picking up my tablet or something, but it does this. I hate this. I honestly hate drawing in Photoshop. It's probably because of me, like something I'm doing, or something that needs to be, like the drivers need to be fixed or something. No. It needs to be smaller. Okay. She has the eye shiny now, so her eyes look normal. Alright, with that, I think I'm going to export it as a PNG. Oh, it's so big. What the hell? It's like 5,000 by 3,000. Is this the real life? It's gonna take a while to export. So I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up my stream. Since my friends kind of petered out, and you know, this is a good stopping point. So to those who are watching, thanks for joining me again, and I'll see you next week on Wednesday, where I think I'm gonna start streaming my I've been working on a model for of Faye, and since I haven't really been finding the time to work on her otherwise, I think it would be nice to work on her during stream. It'll be a change of pace, so that'll be the new stream project, just like this one. I think having stream projects is pretty cool because people can see the progress, especially if there's big projects like this one or a 3D model. And it's a nice test drive for streaming 3D art. So yeah, I'll see you next week, guys. Thanks for joining. Goodbye. Goodbye.